So last week, Nintendo revealed the Nintendo Switch 2 for the first time, which first of all was extremely exciting. If you missed anything that we talked about it here on the channel, I reacted to it. I also did a breakdown of the trailer. Definitely check those videos out. I'll try to remember to link them down in the description below for you guys, so you can have easy access to those videos. But in that trailer, what was noted at the end is that we've seen a brand new Mario Kart. There's many different reasons why we know it's a brand new Mario Kart. Again, you can check out my breakdown trailer if you want to know, every little itty bitty detail. But the fact of the matter is, that we're going to be talking about here today is Donkey Kong's design in this Mario Kart that we've seen. So we get a little bit of a quick look at Donkey Kong, and it's, if I zoom it in, you guys can probably see like a little bit of a closer look. So I'll throw a picture up on screen that I kind of zoomed in on it so you guys can see. And so we can see Donkey Kong looks very, very different than what he does, typically, which is interesting because on the same day that this trailer was released for Nintendo Switch 2, we had Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, which is a very long title. Basically, the third, time this game has been released. It was released on the Wii and obviously 3DS, now on the Switch as well. Great game. Again, we covered it here on the channel, played through it all, even if it is an old game, kind of ported over to the Switch. And so we noted, everybody was noting that, man, Donkey Kong looks different. Personally, I said I don't like the design, right? Some people are like, things change, yada yada. Yeah, but it's like, can you imagine if they did that with any other major character? Like even Link, who has changed, incrementally, like little bit subtly from game to game, he still generally looks the same. You know what I mean? Like if you take, Link from like all these different Zelda games over the years, obviously not really including the like super old 2D ones where you can't see him as well, but you go all the way to like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, even Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. He looks generally the same, even with these subtle changes done, right? It still kind of generally looks like Link. Mario as well, right? We've kind of had a little bit of updates to his design, but it's still, like foundationally still looks like Mario. But with Donkey Kong, this design is significantly more different. Now, it is worth noting that, we're all running with this as if it's like we know for sure that they've changed his design. For all we know, this could be an alternate skin in Mario Kart. It doesn't mean that they're actually changing his design. There's a few different options, right? It could be a different Kong for all we know, right? Kiddy Kong, let's say, right? The one that you play with as with Dixie in Donkey Kong Country 3 on the Super NES. Right? Maybe it's an iteration of him. Seems unlikely, I'll be honest. But there's a few different possibilities. Nonetheless, what's interesting is with all the people commenting on this, now the person who actually originally designed the Donkey Kong that we have today, not this new one, but the original one that we got in the Super NES era, he responded on his thoughts, because there was basically this whole like fan-made video someone made about Donkey Kong's design change, which is actually pretty funny, of a little kind of fan-made animation or whatever, little short video, if you will. And so Kevin Bayless responded, quote tweeting this this fan-made video talking about the change of design. Now Kevin Bayless, again, was known for creating the Donkey Kong that we see in Donkey Kong Country on the Super NES, in 1994. Originally Donkey Kong had a different look, obviously, all the way back in the 1980s, and until they finally settled on this new design that we've had for the last, 30-ish years or whatever it's been. And this is what he said. I'll throw it up on the screen. He says, "You can take the Kong out of the country, but you can't take the country out of the Kong." He says, "I love it. This is really funny. Everything changes, change is good." End quote. That's pretty much it. So he's like, he's like, whatever, things change. He likes it. And that's pretty much that. So, yeah, it's interesting. Obviously everybody has their own opinion, right? It's subjective at the end of the day. Obviously, it's interesting that the person who designed what Donkey Kong's looked like over the years, does like the change. That said, I still sure don't. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not a fan. I hope it's just an alternate skin, because, maybe with, the design that we're getting or we had in the Mario movie. Maybe it's just, like I said, an alternate design. They've done alternate kind of designs, or, in Smash Bros terminology, maybe it's an echo skin, right? It's an echo of Donkey Kong. Again, another way of saying an alternate skin. I hope that's the case and they're not just redesigning Donkey Kong, because it looks goofy. It's a cool look for like something that's a one-off, like I said, like an alternate skin or something, but like not to replace his design, because I think Donkey Kong, it just has such a classic design, and to change him would be very, just, I don't know, in my opinion, disappointing. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. A lot of people are making a big fuss over this. What are your thoughts? Do you hope that this is just an alternate skin and that Donkey Kong, his design stays the same? Or do you embrace and even like this new look for Donkey Kong? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Be sure to stick around for more Nintendo content. Whenever the Switch 2 comes out, Lord willing, all goes to plan, we're going to be covering it here on the channel. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of hardware stuff to go over, games. We're going to have, obviously, walkthroughs. We do it all. If it's Nintendo, it's here. Nintendo news, unboxings, tutorials, guides, walkthroughs, whatever it is, reviews, all that good stuff. It's a lot of fun. It's a great time. Hence the name, JSkeleton's Nintendo World. It's a world of fun, Nintendo goodness. Anyway, till the next one, friends, game on. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.